In this video, we'll go over how to set keys and the importance of using AutoKey. Hey everyone, I just want to make a quick video on how to set keys and why AutoKey is so important, because I feel like a lot of people in their early stages of animating, if they don't have this button on or understand the importance of it, it can be kind of disastrous. So if we look down here, this is the new AutoKey button. In newer versions of Maya, it's a plus sign with a circle around it. When you click on it, it's blue. Other versions of Maya, it's an actual key that will turn red when you click on it. So if you click on any controller, you can see that there's no tick marks, there's no red columns or anything like that, and there's no red tick mark on the timeline. So if you just move this control around, you can see the values are changing, but there's no tick mark, and if you scrub the timeline, nothing really happens. It's just going to stay up there unless we set a keyframe. I'm going to go ahead and click and drag down here and hit 0 to zero out my values and go back to the origin. Now if I click on this again and I hit S, you can see that there is a tick mark here, and then there's tick marks on the channel box. In other versions of Maya, the entire channel itself will be red, but in this new version of Maya, it's now a tick mark. And so let's start moving this guy. If we go to frame 10 and move this up, you can see there's a tick mark now on the timeline, and the X and Y are darker red while everything else is pink. The pink just means that it was keyed earlier, but not on that channel, and the dark red means those values are keyed on that channel. And if you want to have just cleanliness in your animation file, I highly recommend, after you make an adjustment like this, especially on a new frame, to hit S and it'll key all your channels. And now when you scrub the timeline, you can see there's motion. And that's cool, because AutoKey was on, and it did most of that work for us. So if I want to change the value here, let's say I don't want the ball to be that high up, I move it down on frame 10, you start flipping, you can see that because of AutoKey, it saved that data. And if I want to kick it all the way to the right and start flipping, AutoKey will save that data, and now it's all the way over there. And that's awesome. So if I delete that key on frame 10 and I want to move it up here, and whoops, I forgot to turn off AutoKey. So if I move this back up, you can see in the channel box editor it's all pink. Even in the translate X and Y where it would be dark red, it's not, it's still pink. And there's also no tick mark on frame 10. So if I bump my timeline, it just goes back to the values of the previous key, which is not good. So if you want to actually animate like this, you'd have to move this up and then hit S to key all of those values. And that's how you get your animation. And any type of adjustment you want to do here, you have to always hit S to key that value, which is kind of annoying. So since there are keys on frame 10, I'm just going to turn on AutoKey again. And as I move my controllers, it will record that data change, and when I flip between my keys, I won't lose anything, which is very, very helpful. So now I'm just going to turn off AutoKey here, and even though I have keys on frame 10, if I change any of the values and I shift my timeline, it's going to pop back to where it was on frame 10, and that's really annoying. So when you are making new key poses, just make sure that you're hitting S to key all of the channels, and then when you go back to that keyframe and you need to tweak it, whatever you do in your value change, AutoKey will record that, so you don't have to worry about anything. And it's just good practice to do, and it's a big lifesaver. AutoKey off is not really something you want to be doing ever, it seems, so keep it on. Make sure you hit S to key all your channels, so when you're editing those keyframes, it will record everything and you'll be golden. So I hope you all found this video useful. AutoKey is so important that just have it on at all times. I cannot stress it enough. Give this video a like and please subscribe to our channel. Every week I'll be uploading a new video on just random tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my career. But if you have anything in particular you want to ask me, please write it down in the comment section below, and then maybe I'll make another video on addressing whatever you have. So see you in the next one, guys. Take care.